think, in theory, fixed. Creator dashboard. Stream manager. Okay. Says I'm offline, but I'm online. I don't know what's going on. I genuinely don't know what's going on here. I'm very, very upset right now. Why is this happening? Let me check and see if I'm on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. So this is just a Twitch issue. Okay. Unsure what happened there, but we're back. We're ready to go. We're ready to rock and roll. Here's Fast Slap of the Race with a 143.157 here. But Max has DRS enabled, but I was able to actually pull a pretty good gap on him coming off of the final turn. Here we go in this sprint race. We're going to swing around right-hander. Right-hander's going to do pretty well for us. I don't know how these things are going to work for us with everything. But what I can tell you is that I am a Red Bull Racing driver, and Max is at Ferrari with Charles Leclerc. Max being at Ferrari with Charles Leclerc is something that made me very confused because I did not think Hamilton was going to retire. I thought they were going to program it like Tom Brady was programmed into the old Madden games, where he just, I think from Madden 21 to 23, Brady was programmed to never retire. So you could have an 80, you could have a 77-year-old Tom Brady um, in your franchise mode, and it was wild. Of course, you can also just go down and just lower Tom Brady's age. So he would often end up with like a billion yards passing if you went the full 30 years in franchise mode, which nobody ever does. Um, but I actually might this year in Madden 26. Um, I'm considering getting Madden 26 and doing a rebuild of a team. I don't know. We got about 1.9 seconds past Verstappen. 1.7. He's making up some time there. As we go off track, lap two, working lap number two, swinging around a left-hand turn. It's very interesting because this is a counterclockwise track, so the left-hand turns, it feels weirder because on a counterclockwise track, you would still be making the turn on a left-hand turn, but it feels different. It, have you ever looked at Indianapolis Motor Speedway? The road course goes the opposite way of the oval, which is wild to me that they actually allow that. That the FIA, IMS, and IndyCar actually went and did that, but they did, and it worked out pretty well. But it's one of the weirder things to ever see in motorsports because you never know what's going to happen in a race like that, especially because there can be a lot of danger to a race going the opposite way of the way that it normally goes because of safety. Um, Racetracks are built certain ways for safety. There's safety features, safety designs. Obviously, you can get EMS and everything through there. It's all really important stuff that they show. And I am grateful that we have a lot of racing safety. I don't know if you remember back at the end of 2020 with Romain Grosjean at Bahrain, or the beginning of 2020 with Ryan Newman taking a race car to the head at Daytona, and he only missed like 8 weeks. He didn't miss long. I was genuinely shocked. I ended up after that race having to leave my house and just drive around listening to Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 um, while trying to find out what the hell happened because I was astonished that that could happen. And the fact that they didn't immediately bring out the black sheep made me very happy, but also I was like, what the hell? How does this happen? Because genuinely, a lot of the times you never know with that. You never know, and it's hard to actually tell. But Ryan Newman, of course, retired. Charles Leclerc has the fastest lap of the race now as he's gotten by Verstappen. Ooh, this is going to get interesting as our tires are kind of bad. I could go on to the used pair of softs, but at this point, I don't think it's worth it. Ooh. Oh, my turbochargers at 5% wear through one race weekend. That's wild. But then again, they're not meant to last all 24 race weekends. I think you get 3 of those. Pit now. I'd rejoin last as I'm leaving the racetrack. That's going to get Leclerc some spots up on us, some time up on us. Probably about half a second we lost there. If I had actually used the auto recovery, it's very likely he would have passed me, and I would have been unhappy with that because I don't like being passed. But you know, I understand. Obviously, use the auto recovery, you're going to lose positions. And here we go. Here we go. No, I think I'm going to buy Madden 26 today. I don't know. I'm going to look into it, see if it's on sale because I think CFB is on sale too. I think there's a bundle you can get them both. And I could achievement hunt with them because I like getting gamer score. I just got some gamer score on BG3 um, for killing an enemy with an unarmed strike and for taking 3 long rests. You think they should use the big fire truck? Yeah, yeah, I agree with you, Peyton. I agree with you. They should use the big fire truck. It's always wild how little fire trucks they use. And in BG3 right now, so I didn't realize that if you die, you didn't necessarily die. You could just restart. I kept dying a bunch, but now I've changed the settings to be a more like friendlier version for me over in BG3. And I'm doing my actual first real playthrough. I got a friend who's got over 400 hours in it. I have 10. Which is, you know, I play games. I play games. I have 200 hours in MLB The Show 25. I have, what do I have? I have probably 1,000 hours in Pokemon games, which is amazing. Not including Pokemon Go because I haven't actually kept track of that. Because honestly, Pokemon Go for the most part is just get out the house, take a walk, go where you need to go, do what you need to do, and all that. But yeah, coming up on 2 to go here in about 10 seconds. This is a long ass straightaway, like a genuine long ass straightaway. Oh, thanks to Dom and George for subscribing on yesterday's stream. I did not get to see it. I didn't see it. Yay! And 2 to go. 2 to go. That was a 141.524. We gained some time on Charles, and we are 8.9 seconds ahead of George. George is my teammate here after I actually replaced him at Mercedes last year. And then he moved on to. He was actually off the grid last year and then he was here on the grid in 2026 at Red Bull after Max went to Ferrari, replacing Hamilton. So it's Kimi Antonelli and somebody at Mercedes, but Mercedes did not do very well this year. I was at Mercedes last year, won us the constructors' championship single handedly. Excuse me, 6-7. 6 out of 7. It is 6-7. 6-7. 6-7 on a Merry Christmas. 6-7 on a Merry Christmas and a skibbity New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your peers. 6-7 on Christmas and a skibbity New Year. I didn't come up with that. Somebody else did. It was on TikTok like 2 weeks ago. It was wild and fun. All right, here we go. Going through, going through. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Should get this lap finished in about 4 seconds. All right, this is the final lap of the race. Pit now, and I'd rejoin in 17th, and I wouldn't win the race because actually, the pit lane is my pit box is before the start finish line. Don't you just love that? I just love it. There was years ago, what was it, 97, where Schumacher ended up serving a penalty at the end of the race that was supposed to be a or a stop and go penalty, and he still won the race because he served the penalty after the checkered flag because he came in right on the checkered flag lap. His pit box was after the checkered flag, and he still won, which was just wild to me that happened. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have to worry. I'm going to want softs, inters, and wets available for the Grand Prix because the weather report says rain. The weather report says rain, and I don't know if stopping with, I think actually a single stop is the faster strategy. I got to go to the corner store before the football game today. Football game starts at 4:30. We got potentially the NFC South. If the Falcons win tomorrow over the Saints, which is plausible and possible, that no matter what happens, the Panthers win. If the Bucks win tonight and the Falcons lose tomorrow, the Bucks win the South at 8 and 9. If the Panthers win, they win the South at 9 and 8. If the Falcons win, no matter what happens, there'd be a three-way tie if the Falcons win and the Buccaneers win. So yeah, the NFC South is weird. Sunday Night Football, we get to see if the Steelers or the Ravens represent the AFC West. 4:25 p.m. game, we get to see if the Jets can go in and hello, Power Psyop 6-7. In the 4:25 window on CBS, we get to see if the Jets can go an entire season without getting an interception. And they're playing the Bills. Josh Allen is probably going to start and then come right out. He does need one touchdown to continue that streak of 40 consecutive, to make it 6 consecutive seasons with 40 touchdowns or more. But I think Trubisky is going to end up being the one who plays most of the game, and Trubisky is known to. It wants me on inters. What would a wet? It's not telling me. It wants me on inters. Okay, I'll try it. Yeah, it's not rating that bad. I do think I might play in the time trial mode later because the time trial mode there's an achievement actually for doing 25 clean laps. But you have to do it in time trial mode, and it's a pain in the ass because the assists that you can run assists, but is mayonnaise an instrument? Patrick, is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick, it's not. As I just lose a bunch of time, so we're gonna come in here 3/10 back to Leclerc. Mm, we're like tracking like right on top of him. I don't hate this. I genuinely don't hate where we are. We're tracking. We're tracking for pole position. Okay. That's the thing. It's wet tires, so yeah, it's wet. So we can actually win this with a slow lap. We're already at over a minute. We're already at over a minute. Oh no. Oh, purple sector 2. Purple sector 2. Purple sector 2. Sector 2. Coming through. Here we go. Coming through. Coming through. And we're going to get through here. I think it's going to be I think it's almost going to be a 150, almost 2-minute lap here, which is fine. I don't hate the idea of a 1 minute 50 or a 2-minute lap here. We're looking at about a 150, maybe a 148, but it should be pole. 147. 147, almost 148. Still got pole position. Excellent. Which is so much better than the last race weekend where I started 20th and finished 6th. 4/10 faster than Charles on that lap, so not too bad. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Skibberty New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Skibberty New Year. Good skibbity, we skibbity to you and your skibbity. We skibbity on skibbity and a skibbity skip skip. Man, I can't believe the fire department. I can't believe the fire department. What the hell is the fire department? I want to abolish the fire department like no socialist ever did. To destroy socialism is my real cause. To train them is my, I don't know. I will travel across the land, ending socialism. To destroy the world is what they want all day long. The fire department hates you because they burn your house down. It's burning your house down. It's burning your house down. I'm gonna. Ooh, okay. It said there's gonna be rain here, but I don't see rain. All right, so I've got 3 laps. I'm on the softs. Verstappen on the mediums. Russell's on the hards. I should get a really good start here off of the two of them. I don't know if I want to do an undercut, an overcut, if I want to wait until it rains. I'm going to get a weather update shortly once we actually get to the end of the first sector. At the end of the first sector, I should be able to learn a lot. Oh, wow, that car rotated really well. You see the way that car rotated through the center of the corner? Um, Expect to see rain in about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run these as hard as I can, and I'm going to set the new tire as inters, but if I have to change it, I will. So I'm going to run as hard as I can because I think this rain's going to be big, and I think going into the pits late is probably the best strategy. Get as much as I can. Remember in Russia in 2021? No, 2020. Remember Russia in 2020 when Lando Norris, or was it 21? But do you remember when Lewis was going for win number 100? No, it was 21 when Lewis was going for win number 100, and we didn't know when it was going to happen. And then Lando crashed because he went too long on the dries. That's what I'm going to try to do without the crashing, is the going long on the dries, and see what happens. As I was about a half second faster than the field on the first lap, on the quality lap, on inters. So I feel like I can build up a relatively good position. Now, 10 to 15 minutes at a 140 is 10 laps, and it says pit window 9 to 13. So that gets interesting with the strategy changes and everything. I'm gonna have to monitor how everybody else pits. Ooh, this is actually going to be pretty exciting. And remember, the rule is you have to put on one set of 2 dry weather compounds or a single wet weather compound in a race. So if you go on the inters, you don't have to change tires at all. Now, but if this had started in the rain and I'd gone to the it would go inters then softs when it got dry. But going the other way gets complicated because you might be on the set of tires that don't last as long, like me, Piastri, Sainz, and Alonso. Max being in second place on the mediums really shows the talent and, well, honestly, the Ferrari car. I'm pretty excited about the Ferrari car. Um, in real life this year, actually, too. I'm pretty excited because the last time there was a new major reg change and Lewis had changed teams a year prior, he won a bunch of championships. And I could see something like that happening, but I'm not necessarily going to say that it is going to happen because Lewis, honestly, is getting up there in age, but I could see Lewis actually doing really well this year, and I'm genuinely excited to see how he does. I'm excited to see how he and Charles do. I'm excited to see how Ferrari fucks them over because, it's Ferrari. They do that. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And that was a 139.487. Um, you should probably steer the vehicle. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tire at the moment. Okay. Well, it's not raining. Thank you. No heroics into Santa Vot. No heroics into the Obamacare Fire Department. What? None of those words are in the Bible. I'm actually, I don't know. I just filmed a video a few minutes ago that I'm going to upload in a little bit, probably for tomorrow morning. No. Yeah, for tomorrow morning. No, I'll put it up as a regular video. I don't know. It was just a quick video, and then I got my analytics video that I'm gonna film in a few after this because it's ready. It's ready. Man, I love Dungeon Meshi. One of my favorite shows of all time. It's got some great voice actors in it. Like, did you know that the voice actor of Senshi is ProZD? Because I didn't realize it at first, and then when I watched one of his YouTube videos, and I was like, wait a minute, I recognize like kind of, and I was like, oh, he's Senshi. That's amazing, and I am so happy to see like YouTubers who are talented actually get the opportunities that he got. Other voice actors that are really cool are in there. Laura Stahl's in there. I met her last year at con. Most recently, the anime I've been watching is actually Rosario plus Vampire because it was just there, and I was like, you know what? I might as well watch it and see what it's about. And I have thoughts. But remember, I have an English degree, so anytime I watch a piece of media, it's scholarship, which is technically true. Any piece of media I engage with is technically critical scholarship, because I have an English BA. I am considering getting an English MFA, either an English MFA or an English PhD, or just a PhD in general. There's a couple of PhD programs that I'm interested in, or I might go to law school because I'm bored. I honestly think I should go to law school. I'm going to take the LSAT and apply. I think that'll be fun. I'm going to go to law school next year after I get my master's. Well, no, not next year. The year after, I'm going to do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to undergrad for a year to not pay my loans, because it's actually cheaper than the interest, and then go to law school. And yeah, and see what I can do with that, because it'll be hilarious to see how that goes. And then become a lawyer, and then just file thermonuclear lawsuits against people. It would be hilarious because I'll also still be on social media. This year, the plan is to stream for an hour a day, make at least 1 to 2 videos a day. Well, 2 videos a day minimum, with the analytics video and the sports predictions video, while also making other videos that are longer form, while also potentially making some short form. Well, definitely continuing the short form stuff, because that's what people know me from. Probably trying to share a couple of clips. As of right now, I need to get somebody who can do clipping for me from Twitch. Um, I'm working on that right now. I'm the mod here. I'm gonna ask one of my friends to be my mod on here, which would be really cool. Yeah, right now I'm growing, and we're gonna see how it goes and everything. Okay, no issues with Tire Air for now. Keep taking care of them. I'm happy with that. Obviously, my goal is to be monetized on YouTube and Twitch by the end of the year. I make money on Cameo. I technically make money on TikTok, but not much. Um, I make money on the battle passes, which are fun. You can subscribe to those. Um, they're $6.99 a month. Cameos are $3 for one, which is actually a really good deal. Because I genuinely think $3 for a personalized video is really cheap. I would pretty much, if I knew the person, like I knew that they existed, I would buy it. Um, I don't know what to do on this strategy, because you can look at the weather. If you look at the sky, okay, we don't think we're far away from rain. Cool. All right, I think what I need to do is I need to run some amazing laps here to try to actually get as far ahead as possible. Now, the thing is, even at 50% difficulty, I'm still 10 seconds ahead of the field. So I may actually, even though I'm on a controller, bump it up to 70 for the next race and just see how it does. This also might just be because it's my second race with this difficulty, and I've figured out some things with the driving. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 19 and a half. What the fuck? What is George doing? What is going on with my car? What is going on with my teammate? What are you doing, George? Come on, Georgie. I have a feeling it's going to rain on 8. I think it's going to rain on 8 or 9. I think, which would be fine because look, the pit window is 9 to 13, and we're a one-stop race. We're planning a one-stopper. I'm saying next tire is Inters as of right now because I think that's the play as Leclerc's tires have actually come in and we've got two Ferraris, a Red Bull, a McLaren, and a Williams in the top five. What? And the William, hello, Ice Cream King 476. How are ya? Welcome to the stream. We're playing some F1 25. I almost call it F1 26, but it's the 26th season. It's my second season. I started at Mercedes, won the double championships, and then decided after the secret meetings that yes, I would go to Red Bull on a 3-year contract with a goal by the end of year two to be a 95 overall. I'm trying to get up to a 95 overall, of course, because you get the achievement for the 95 overall or 99 overall in driver career. Um, Things have been really good for me today. Driving this race car. After I'm done with this, I'm gonna go to the corner store. Oh, hopefully they have what I'm looking for. They usually do. What I'm looking for is actually popcorn. Um, but they don't always have popcorn, but they'll have other stuff that I can do. Hopefully it's over 30 degrees. Yeah, I'm locking in. I'm locking in. I had a video to upload that I filmed right before I went live. It was rendering when I went live. So that's a thing. That's pretty cool. Yeah. It's just a quick video. Like 5 minutes long. I got Adobe Premiere Pro, so I'm like practicing with it and uploading nonsense sometimes because I'm like, hey, this is a practice thing, and it helps the channel if I show my process and everything about that. I really like that. I really like the ability to just show processes and everything. I'm learning Adobe Premiere Pro. I got it half off on Black Friday, so it's like $40 a month instead of no, $35. No, $30 a month instead of 60 or something like that, or 35 instead of 70, something along those lines. But either way, it's a really good deal because I use it literally every day. I genuinely use it literally every day because I post at least 2 videos a day. I'm trying to do something with. What I'm probably going to do is send this clip or this stream to a friend of mine and be like, "Hey, can you clip out all the good stuff?" Um, Unfortunately, I can't afford an editor right now, but my friends and I we work together on each of our things. We're making some pretty big art soon. I gotta actually log in and check on some of my other work. Um, and then grad school starts back up in not 18 days. 18 days until grad school starts back up, and I'm both excited and terrified because I'm doing 4 classes this semester, which is fine. But it's my last semester of grad school, which means I'm going to get a master's degree. A master's degree in April or in May. And I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's raining. It is raining here. Like, I don't know what the job market is for master's degrees. Because it's an educational master's in English education and education studies. And I actually don't want to teach because, unfortunately, a lot of what I've learned in this program has told me that it's not good. Like my program actually had us like it forced us to use generative AI to make art, and I crashed out. I absolutely crashed out. Yeah, we're gonna come in. Yeah, we're gonna come in now for these interests. Please postpone that. There is no way that I'm going to be able to make that goal. I was 17 and a half seconds ahead of Verstappen here. Everybody should likely come in for the inters. As they do, I'm going to be very excited to see what ends up happening. Objective postponed, pitch strategy complete. See these tires through to the end. teammate is in the pits. I'm 1.8 seconds ahead of Norris, who's on softs. He's going to be faster than me, but he's going to have a lot less grip and a lot less control. It's me from Norris, Antonelli, and Verstappen and Piastri just got on the inters, and they're at pit exit. So we should have no problems. We should have absolutely no problems finishing the race on this compound, unless the weather gets heavier. But weather report. Inters look like the best tire for now. That's not what I wanted to know. I wanted to know how heavy the rain's going to get, bro. Yeah. Sometimes I just want to yell at you, engineer. Look at how slow we are through the corners. 95 kph. That's like 45 mph. I don't know why I have it in kph. I hate the metric system. We're going to get up to 300 kph here, I think. No. Look at how slow we are in the corner. We're under 40 miles an hour. Absolutely astonishing how slow we are in these corners with coming to 11 to go. I am astonished at how slow we are. And look at the energy recovery system. We're using it, but we're going. Oh no, that's not the ERS. That's the mandatory light. Look at my beautiful car, Oracle Red Bull Racing. Oracle Tech Billionaire Company. Mm-hmm. Didn't actually know that for a while until Oracle bought TikTok, which I was genuinely astonished by. I didn't think that was going to happen. I did not think that was going to happen. We're 22 seconds up. If I pit now, I'd come out in second. Okay, so our pit stop strategy worked by going on the softs until the rain. And we've got Norris should be pitting now? Norris should be pitting. Norris is pitting, okay. And Kimmy, are you pitting? Kimmy? Okay, everybody's on inters. Everybody is on inters. That's the best strategy now, but I'm going to go down here, and if I absolutely need to, if I feel uncomfortable, I will go onto the full wets. I don't feel like that's going to happen, but it's possible. Weather report. Inters seem to be the fastest tire for now. Remember, full wets need the track to be wet, whereas inters need the track to have wet and dry spots because they're intermediate. You achieve a fuel load below 20.49 kg. Yeah, that should be relatively easy. I have to use 5 kg of fuel in the next lap. 2 laps, okay. Maybe not, though, because of how slow we're going. That helped. That helped by just braking and going down. 24.47 kg. We're barely using any fuel here because of how slow we're going. I don't see how I use 4.5 kilograms of fuel in 2 laps. I genuinely don't. There's no way. I've got 20 kg of fuel left. No need to worry about tire condition for now. Everything's looking good. Okay, we're going to be much slower than our fastest lap right now, just simply due to the fact of the rain. We're at 23.9. Okay. Perhaps we actually will make this fuel thing as I go completely wide on that right-hander, almost turn it into a left-hander. Now we're going into the left-hander, brake, and long straightaway. They did not say DRS is disabled, did they? I don't know. Not that it really matters. I have 2 laps to burn 3.5 kilograms of fuel. 2 laps to burn 3.5 kg of fuel. That's a lot of fuel. That is a genuine large amount of fuel. And I'm running. Actually, I lost time on that lap. But no, I understand why I lost time on that lap. 2% tire wear on all of my tires. These are actually really good. Wait, what? My engine is only at 180 degrees? Part of that is because the water actually helps the cooling. With the water helping the cooling, it's amazing. But that can also lead to its own set of issues, which aren't fun. 2.9, 2.89, 2.87, straight. I don't know. We got 1.5 laps left to burn this fuel. 1.5 laps left to burn all this fuel. 1.5 laps to burn all this fuel. And the fire department Obamacare fraud will be taken care of. I want to be the fire department, like no socialist organization ever was. The fire department is. Oh, I only need to use one kilogram of fuel over the next lap. Okay, I think I got this. I thought that was 20 kilograms. It's 20.49 kg. I actually might be low on fuel now. I have 3.58 laps extra fuel. That's fine. I usually, on a wet race, like having extra fuel. Yes, it slows you down, but it also preps you for nonsense. Especially because you're going to be going slower anyway. So yes, you'll burn less fuel, but in some cases you might burn more fuel because of just the length of time the engine's running. Remember, the engine uses fuel by being just by virtue of being on, which is why actually a lot of modern vehicles have a gap to your teammate is 32 seconds. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That the gap to teammate is 32 seconds. If you use a kg of fuel here, a little over a kilogram of fuel in zero point 0.8 laps. A little over a kilogram of fuel in 7/10 of a lap. A little under, a little bit of kilogram in my kilogram. A little bit of Monica in my kilograms. Kilograms, kilograms. Kilogram, kilogram, oh kilogram. Kilogram! I want to be the metric system, like no good imperial system ever was. To catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide, each measuring system to understand the number 10 inside. Man, I can't believe we used the satanic metric system. The evil Ferrari satanic metric system. Man, remember when TikTok used to tell you how many views a hashtag got? They got rid of that, which was sad. Because I used to be able to tell how many views I got by something by just hashtagging it, like total views I had by hashtagging it, hashtag evil Ferrari satanic metric system. I may start putting that on Twitch and YouTube as the evil Ferrari satanic metric system. Is not much is happening right now, so what I'm going to do is just pray that this race ends soon because oh my god, it's boring me. You know what? I want new tires. The radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while. Inters look like the best tire for now. Okay. I'm gonna just come in for new tires and see what happens. It'll let me come in. It'll let me actually race because I didn't get to actually race anybody at this point in this race. I just got off the line real quick and just bam, was winning. Charlie Sheen. I want to be Charlie Sheen. No, I actually don't. That sounds horrible. Why would anyone say that? Don't do that. Hmm. Hmm. What are we doing here? We're coming into the pits, coming up soon. Now, my feeling is that it's probably going to be like, hey, by the way, actually, you need to go on full wets after like 2 laps of this. But it is pretty heavy rain, but the racetrack's not looking too bad right now. So I'm not too worried that this is going to cost me the race. It's definitely not going to cost me the race. If anything costs me the race, it'll be me doing something dumb because I'm going to come out right between Alonso and Sainz, and there's about a 4 second gap between those two, which is nice to have that gap. And I'm actually gaining on Verstappen here, and I'll continue to gain because this is actually a shortcut. Whee! Shortcut! Shortcut, shortcut, shortcut. We love shortcuts. She wears short shorts, I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers. I'm gonna probably have to figure out the rights to the song. Wait, don't tell me. I'm only coming out behind Verstappen? I just gotta chase down. Okay. There's the other two. Let's see what we can do with these fresh tires. Okay, heavy rain will be staying us for at least 20 minutes of heavy rain window. Okay, that's... Inters seem to be the fastest tire for now, as I'm extremely slow. Why was I so slow in that corner? Oh my god. I don't understand what's going on. I'm so slow. I am so slow. It looks like there... Oh, there was a yellow flag. I didn't see the yellow flag. Yellow flag, yellow flag, yellow flag, blue flag, blue flag. Is that Valtteri? Remember when Valtteri, Esteban Ocon is out of the session? Okay. Good to know. I'm surprised. It's Verstappen, Piastri, Alonso, Martin, Sainz, Charles Leclerc. Wow. Okay, something happened with Alonso there. He lost control of the vehicle. Because that was a lot of spray. You don't usually get that much spray in the game. You can get spray. Fernando Alonso's engine blew up. Fernando Alonso is out of the session. We had multiple engines blow up. Why is my one tire at 900 degrees? Oh, no, that's my brakes. I was like, why is my tire at 900 degrees? They're not. Whee! Obamacare! We call it Obamacare because Obama don't care. Obama, 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 Obamacare. Here we go. Coming through. Let's see what we can do with Piastri. Not much here. That was a really slow corner exit for us and him, actually. There we go. We actually can probably 7 seconds to Verstappen. Oh boy, I screwed that up royally. I absolutely screwed that up royally, but I don't care because I'm having fun. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9 seconds. I don't hate that. I genuinely don't hate that we're leading our teammate by 9 seconds. And there's Piastri. Here's me coming through. Coming through. He's going to get a little bit of a better exit. They get better exits. Okay. Good to know. Good to know that the... Right, let's not stay in that car for too long. We need to get past... I know, engineer. I'm trying. The problem is he's better than me on some of the corner exits. I'm going to go in offline. He's in online. That's moving under braking on my part. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Remember, moving under braking is against the rules of a Formula One Grand Prix because of Max. Max would move under braking plenty of times back when he was a brand new Formula One driver. It caused a lot of accidents. Nobody liked it. Everybody was miserable. And you remember Max actually won his first race in the Red Bull because Lewis and Nico crashed at Spain, which was hilarious. And I feel like Max probably wouldn't have gotten as much grace as he did in his early days if he hadn't won that race. So Lewis losing the 2021 championship can be traced back to Nico Rosberg. Grrr, I hate you, Nico Rosberg. Go to jail. Go to jail, Nico Rosberg. Go to jail. Go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $300, $200. Obamacare. Do you guys remember when Metallica did a concert on Twitch and it got banned because the copyright system determined that they were playing music from Twitch that was copyrighted, even though it was their own copyright, because the Twitch copyright system wasn't designed with that in mind? Because I think about that at least once a week. I think it's hilarious. Achieve an average lap time of under a minute 59 in 3 laps. Ugh. Or of under 2 minutes. Oh, that's easy. That's easy enough. My problem is I got to chase down Verstappen, who's definitely faster than me right now. Oh, no, he's not. Okay, my tires are now in the range. Yep. My tires are in a good range. Obviously, we're not going to be setting purple sectors at this point, simply due to the fact that purple sectors aren't a thing really right now. Yeah. You know, I hope this year on my Twitch recap, I get the Twitch creator recap. Oh, that's right. I didn't stream at all on Twitch this year in 2025. That's why I didn't get a Twitch creator recap. Ah, asking myself why I didn't get a thing, and then it's obvious why I didn't get the thing. I'm also looking to have a better Crunchyroll recap and a better Spotify Wrapped. My Crunchyroll recap was, according to it, I only watched 24 hours of anime last year. I only spent one day watching anime last year, but it missed out on a couple of the ones. Like I watched Dawn to Dawn on Netflix, and Netflix doesn't do a Wrapped. I'm 5 and 2/10 seconds faster than I need to be. Wee! Obama! Obamacare! It's Obamacare! Okay, we're still happy that we're on the right tires at the moment. Good, because I'm not coming in for wets. I'm just not. The rest of the field can do that, but I'm not, because I need to make up plenty of time. Ooh, actually, I made up almost a full second on Max there. And by making up almost a full second on Max there, good things are going to happen. Good things are gonna happen. I wouldn't be surprised if people pit. If people pit, that would be hilarious. So it would show that I had the right move, the right idea, because I undercutted them. I made up a lot of time here, almost another full second this lap. So we're gonna see what we can do with Max. I don't think he's coming into the pit lane, but it could happen. Anything could happen. What? Neighboring coherence doesn't look like it's moving anytime soon. Okay. Not sure whether dries or inters are faster. We're right on the crossover. Oh, that gets interesting. That gets really, really interesting. That if they come in for dries, then I'm fucked because they will be so much faster than me on those tires. But there's only 2 to 3 to go, so ooh, lot going on here. A lot could happen here. I can't pit. I'd come out ninth. I just can't. I have to try to chase Max down, but this is still a podium spot, and I don't think Max is going to risk it. But then again, Max is driving a Ferrari, and you never know what Ferrari's going to do. Ferrari always does so much stuff. Man, the stuff Ferrari does is wild. And here we go, coming through. 1.6 laps to finish this average lap time thingy. Oh, do I come in for dry? No, I don't come in for dries. It's still raining. Dries would be a horrible decision right now. Dries would be a bad decision. Dries would be a horrible, horrible, horrible decision. I don't love this. I don't love what's going on. All of our tire pressures are currently reading 0. They appear to still be inflated, though. Yeah, the tires are good. Your tires are reading 0. What? I love it. You have no tire pressure, but I'm doing a really good job. I'm doing a really good job with my lap. Oh, I just got faster. The inters just got faster. Okay, very good. We just got a lot faster on these inters. It looks like the track condition just worsened, which is good for these tires. Track condition get getting worse, and I should be able to do some damage here into that Verstappen lead. Coming to 1 to go. Coming to 1 to go. I am much faster here. Again, like I said, I'd be happy with a second place finish because this season's all about challenges, but even a win is good. A second place is okay, but a win is even better. I do believe it's actually technically possible to win the F1 championship without winning a race. I haven't actually tried it. I may try that. Um, but I've not this season. I'll try it in another season. Here we go. 1.5 seconds back of Verstappen in the HP Ferrari. 1.5 seconds back of Verstappen in the HP Ferrari. 1.4, 1.36, 1.384, 1.5. Coming on too long straightaway. No DRS. If I had, well, I wouldn't have DRS anyway. So he's gaining on me on the straights. He has a much stronger straight line speed. I have much more powerful cornering speed, and my tires are newer and fresher than his. He's on old Inters. I genuinely think he would have reeled me in if I hadn't come in and pit. So pitting was the right decision. Pitting was the right decision. We would have very likely ended up much further back down the running order because the tires wouldn't have been as good. Pitting was the right decision. We're not going to win, but we are going to come in second. That was the right decision. Yeah, no way I make up 1.5 seconds on him in this lap and pass him. Remember, you can catch a guy, but passing him's a whole other thing because he can move you. Na 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 da 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 da. I want Obamacare for the fire department to be abolished. That way they can't have any socialism. It'll all be gone. And there won't be any fire departments with money that they stole from me. We need to learn about the fire department, searching for a fire department, each fire department to understand the power that's inside. You teach me and I'll teach you fire department safety. The fire department is socialist and they're evil like the vampires. They're evil like the vampires. The vampires all day long. Max is going to win the race. We're going to come in second. It's going to be Ferrari from Red Bull, from McLaren, from Ferrari, from Williams. Verstappen, Martins, Piastri, Leclerc, and Sainz, the top five here in Shanghai at the Chinese Grand Prix. It's going to be a very good race in the wet. Super excited to see how things went. As Verstappen takes the checkered flag first, with Martins not far behind, just about 1 second behind. Checkered flag, it's over. And your driver of the day is... Unfortunately not me, it's Lando Norris. Lando Norris is the driver of the day. And with that, we will say thank you and good night. For anybody interested in a cameo, they're still $3.